We have a task to have data on Muslim primary teachers across the country, especially those who are not at the level of a degree. When we look at our new teacher policy, which requires every Muslim teacher to have a degree as a minimum requirement, we have to get data from Kalungu region. I thank the coordinator for Kalungu sub-region for supporting this initiative. Please, Hajat Chisitu Rehma, thank you so much. She's the chairperson, Kalungu sub-region, part of Greater Masaka. Meetings, organizing meetings for this event. We have also tried to use that very stone to collect data from the members. So as I speak, I still need data in the office to be able to compile it, make statistics, and be able to put the records together to support the proposals that we are writing, which are going to help our teachers go back to school, inshallah. We are doing this in conjunction with Islamic University in Uganda. Like the president earlier communicated, we are trying to get partners on board to support this initiative. We were in Saudi Arabia, met the officials in IDB. We also went to Malaysia. The Islamic University in Malaysia is very much willing to support this initiative, but data is really taking us back. So I call upon you to come and support this. Let's have the data such that we can really simplify this task to assist our brothers and sisters. And by the way, it's not about assisting them, but it is to our own benefit as the Muslim community and as an association. I'll leave that point at that. Involving Muslim teachers at all levels, having been noticed that the attendance was too low for primary teachers. I think we need to clap for this great region, Butambala, Greater Mpigi, because when Haji Zimbe had this statement, as he was starting his journey to prepare for this event, he said, I want to focus on primary schools. Because this was a weakness that we saw in the previous AGM, where we had attendance of less than 20 primary teachers in the whole entire event, which gathered over 300 members. Haji Zimbe has done that. He has used so many strategies to see that we bring many primary teachers on board. We thank him and his organizing committee members for really fulfilling his pledge. And on top of that, he sponsored 70 primary Muslim teachers to be part of this function. That was a very big muscle from Gombe Secondary School. Coming up with a template of the Umta Circle. This one has already been talked about by the president ably. I will not repeat it. The Muslim office bearers of Muslim Education Service Commission are not supportive to Muslim teachers or on deputyship and headship. These were comments from the members. And in response to this, as we were planning, as we were organizing this event, we made it intentional to invite the commissioner from the Education Service Commission to be here, address us, and he will present us a topic which you're going to be informed about, and he's one of the facilitators for tomorrow's education conference. So for those of us who have questions, comments about the commission, let's have them ready. He's coming, and we shall be with Haj Kaya himself, the commissioner, to present this topic about whatever is entailed in the commission and how can the Muslim community benefit from the commission. So I hope that is also something that was catered for. Then non-Muslim teachers influencing Muslim learners to turn to Christianity. It was another comment that hit the discussion, but it was also talked about as the meeting encouraged members and head teachers to put up strict Muslim values in schools and also support the Muslim students with the necessary requirements to practice their deen. Members, I take this back to you as head teachers, as administrators of institutions. If you don't put enabling ground, support the Muslim students with the necessary requirements to practice their deen. Members, I take this back to you as head teachers, as administrators of institutions. If you don't put enabling ground for the students, for the Muslim students to enjoy or to practice their deen in the institutions, we shall not have the Muslim students in our schools. We still have schools which do not have prayer places. They have not earmarked anywhere for the Muslim students to perform their prayers. And as Umta, there are things where I may have little control over, and I will take it back to our community to preserve our values as Muslims, because deen is for all of us. If I come to secondary, really see that this is a Muslim school. So these are the values we are talking about. Then Islamic curriculum to be put right away from nursery. I hope this is something, some schools have started on this, because this is a policy issue, and actually it is upon the institution. Nobody will tell us the theological part of our learning to integrate it into learning in our schools. So us who have schools right away from nursery, secondary, and we have not embraced the dual curriculum, I want to tell you that now, as where we are moving, I hope this is the way to go. Parents have started asking, what do you offer to my kid if you to integrate it into learning in our schools? So us who have schools right away from nursery, secondary, and we have not embraced the dual curriculum, I want to tell you that now, as where we are moving, I hope this is the way to go. Parents have started asking, what do you offer to my kid? If you have only secular, at this generation, the young generation that we are having, then we need to style up. Think about another side program that will benefit our Islam, our deen on the side of teaching in our schools. So this was a general concern for all of us. It was not for me, not for you, but for all of us. The crisis of Muslim teachers in our schools as a result of so many challenges we have in the Muslim community. The crisis, we have it, and the president said we are aware that we have challenges in our institutions, and we said this was witnessed in our colleges where Muslim enrollment is very low, and participants were encouraged to share the responsibility of influencing our children and community to join the teaching profession. Our children are shying away from teaching, and the teachers themselves don't want to take their children to teaching. They want to surgery, they want other, very many. They are very useful and important, but advocating for the profession that we are. We need to be proud of what we are as teachers and instill it into our children. We have scholarships for students who are willing to offer education at public universities in Uganda, free of charge, but we battle a lot to get those students. And now we still ask why. The partner calls you Ajiri, I need 100 students. You look for students as if you don't have people who want to take the offer. But now that is a concern. We need to market our profession. We need to go back to the secondary schools. During the career days that we organize in our schools, we invite very many professionals to come and talk to the children, but I rarely see those head teachers who have made it in life to come and talk to our students to entice them on becoming teachers. Because we're going to be in a crisis. Yes, we are going to be in a crisis of teachers if we don't embrace, if we don't support the move to have more teachers on board. I still have scholarships vacant. If you have them, science students who are willing to take the Bachelor of Science in Education, Makerere University, Chambogo University, IU, the vacancies are there, not yet taken, because we don't have the students. When you approach them, they ask if you have engineering, if you have IT, and those other courses. That is a concern. I have talked about it with a lot of concern, and I'm emotional about it, as if I'm a teacher, yet I'm a public administrator. But I have worked most of my time with the teachers, and most people think that I'm a teacher, and I am a teacher by training, though by not, by profession, by making, I can say, though I'm not a professional teacher, because I worked with teachers for so many years. Then there's another issue here. Members appreciated upon the quality of mock papers. This is where we have made it, and the president head teachers for supporting this. Without you, we cannot have this joint mock, because joint mock is about numbers. All the time we keep asking, how many have we increased each year? So it means without the numbers, we don't have the mock. And maybe as to tickle the mind before I present the report, that joint mock program project is the best or the biggest project that is earning revenues for this association. As you will see from the reports that we shall present earlier to you, later rather. Then we had from the treasurer's report, we needed to go back to the ground to look for Muslim teachers. That one is covered. Bridge the gap between primary and secondary. Has been talked about. Coming up with clear membership strategies. That one, I'll talk about it later. I present, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, ED, for taking us through the minutes. I wanted us to handle two things at the same time so that we save on time. Juma is knocking. Let's go through the report briefly here, and then we handle the minutes with the report.
Thank you so much. What I presented was the minutes. Now allow me take you through the highlights of the 2024 annual report. Briefly, because most of the things have been talked about for purposes of saving time, we have only 30 minutes to end this meeting, if I'm not mistaken. Page 3 has my communication, which I'm not going to read, but please take time and go through that message. I wrote this message from the bottom of my heart, and I really appreciated all of you for the great job you are doing to support the operations of the organization. I'm going to only read the ending remark, where I wish to conclude by reminding you that Umta is for you, and together we can build Umta into a transformational home for all of us. Umta, many minds, one heartbeat. That was it. Then followed by page 4 is a background of this association, which has appeared in this book several times, and allow me just skip it. It is telling you when this association was registered, its establishment, the vision, mission, theme, our core values, motto, our key objectives as why this association exists, then the strategies, what the strategies we go through to achieve our work. Page 6 has the governance structure, how this association operates, the hierarchy, right away from the president up to the board secretary, who is me, Namirembe Aji speaking. Then the board committees, this organization operates under committees, and these committees report to the board. That's how we operate. After the committees have sat and discussed several issues regarding those disciplines, finance, governance and human resource, the TRC committee, chaired by Hajat Fauzia Ahmed. Then PR and resource mobilization is chaired by Hajat Zulaika N. Chibirige. Joint Mock and Academic Improvement Committee, chaired by Hajat Nabukera Zulaika. We have the Convention Organizing Committee at National, chaired by Hajat Amina Nakabuye. Then Umta Sako by Haji Serugo Muhammad Ali. Those are our committees where we operate. This meeting is there to critique, advise, maybe we need another committee, maybe then that's why we keep presenting these committees to you. Regional chairpersons. Members, allow me inform you that we have 19 regions where Umta operates. Since it's a national organization, we cannot reach everywhere. So this organization has different regional coordinators or chairpersons who coordinate on behalf of the board, on behalf of this General Assembly, most of the activities down there at the grassroots. We have West Nile, chaired by Mr. Munduga Mzamir. We have Greater Mitiana by Hajat Sophie Nambi, Teso, Mr. Waiswa, Mutwalib. We have Bugishu, Haji Senyonga Musa, Greater Busoga, Haji Karaza Musa, Greater Masaka, Haji Mpungu Musa Msoke. So we are here to know if the chairperson of this region retired from Masaka, then it means now the place has gone vacant. Kalung sub-region, we have Hajat Chisitu Rehma, Lango, Mr. Achup Rashid, Greater Luwero, Haj Kabuya Bupakal, Mpiji Butambala, Haji Zimbe Abdu. There's also another correction, Bunyoro. We identified a coordinator who is none other than Imbuga Abdallah, Buicha Secondary School. The rest of the places where I have not mentioned the regional chairpersons, Acholi, Ankole, Bukedi, Karamoja, Chigezi, Greater Mukono. Greater Mukono is already, there's someone. There's Haji Abubakar Kabuye, the head teacher of Wakatai Secondary School. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you for the correction. Renzo Rikasese Sebei. So all these vacant regions, we have an item on the agenda that before we leave this annual general meeting, we need to identify people to occupy this place. And the president is going to lead that. Okay, thank you. We want to fill our region such that we operate normally. That's why you see some of the complaints of people who are saying we don't see Umta in our region because we don't have a regional coordinator there. So let's fill our structure, and we intend to have an inauguration conference for all regional coordinators after we have filled these vacancies, to let them know, to refresh them on their terms and references of their offices, inshallah. The Umta Secretariat, myself, we have Zawede Amina, accountant, Namtebi Mastura, she's our programs officer in charge of education. Musale Amina, she's the program officer who is heading the membership department, where we want to improve most. And then we are in the process, the Governance and Human Resource Committee is in the process of recruiting another staff who is going to work as a program assistant, and that person is going to be charged with SACCO business. I think you see that we are really sure on this SACCO. Previously, SACCO was just something you have it as a project on board, but we want to give it an independent entity, a program, a department, and we hire someone competent enough to manage the SACCO business, and the process is ongoing. Then we have Waswa Hassan, that is our transport officer. That is as brief as we were, but I thank Allah that being a small number does not limit us from making big things. Then we go to strategic plan. I'm going to summarily go through this. Then we go to strategic plan. I'm going to summarily go through this, the programs we've had this year. We launched the new strategic plan members in Mityana, the 2025-2029 new strategic plan. We have just started on it this year, and it's focusing on 3 key issues: quality education and teaching profession. That's why I was emphasizing that. Then building a strong association. Members, we are strong, but we are not yet where we want to be. We need to have more strength in as far as our association is concerned. We still have the gaps. We need projects. We need things that can bring us together as teachers. Then lastly, structure and governance. That's why we want to fill all our vacancies, and then we focus on governance issues to be able to work effectively and efficiently, inshallah. Programs. We have programs implemented, listed here. We have partnerships. I will not go through the list of the partners, but we have them on page 9. Then we have been able to carry out API workshops. Those have been continuous programs, professional trainings that we have in the regions that we've been. Some of you have attended them. We had study tours. The president talked about it. We were in Malaysia, and that's where we got some of the partners that we talked about. Then we had the head teachers conference, which gathers our heads of institutions to deliberate on so many issues that affect our institutions as schools. We had school visits. We keep running up and down in your schools. Please don't get tired of us. Some of them see us and they are like, but we are always there to do our work. When we are here, you see, you don't come to our schools. So please, if we come to your schools, receive us very well, and then let's share what we are, why we always come there. And basically, it is always trying to continuous sensitization of you about our programs, reminding you of a few obligations that you are meant to do as head teachers. And one of them is that support that we always need termly. We shall see on a list the number of teachers that we now have that are continuously contributing termly to the Umta programs and UMEA programs, but it is not where we want to be. We need to have more people come on board. Even if you have a little, we don't have a list of what you have to pay and what you don't have to pay. But what you feel you can afford at your institution, please bring it. We will appreciate it and recognize you. We have schools which have paid us 50,000, 100,000, but we really honor their contributions towards Umta because we know that they are really making a big contribution towards where we are. Then the joint mock, that is a program which is all of us know about, but I call upon members to come. Those who have not come, please come. We have improved many things in this exercise. I want to recall the words of my president, who had taken time without participating in the mocks, maybe for one reason or the other. But when he came last year, I received the commendments, I received calls from the school appreciating the quality, maybe from the teachers. You know, these head teachers, sometimes I sympathize with them because when they sit meetings, it is the directors of studies, teachers, who always maybe decide on which body should we do. But if you really see a school coming to participate, you really feel good. So I want to encourage you to come. Those who had pulled out, those who had missed, please come back. Everything is now being improved. We want to ensure that the quality of our exam is up to the mark. And maybe, you know, it's not good to appraise yourself, but I have received feedback from many institutions appraising us, praising us for the best exam that we set in the first, our first cohort of the lower secondary curriculum. That one, I want to thank the team that was behind that, the examiners that came together and gathered the energy to see that we have that on board. And we promise that we shall improve and improve until we have error-free exam. And that is our goal, is to have quality and error-free examination for the institutions. Then the summary of how we have been performing in the exams is down here. You can go through each year and how we have been progressing year in, year out. But notably, I want to inform you that every year we keep increasing the number of schools participating in these exams. And I will base on the previous year, 2023, where we received 279 from primary, and 2024, we registered 299 schools who participated. Those primary. Please, let's give them a round of applause. We received turn up from secondary section last year, 168. 2024, we had 177. So even if it's an increment of 1 or 2, we really appreciate. And this year, members, we have a target of hitting 250. That is the target that we have for this year, inshallah, and you're most welcome. Post-mock activities was also done. These activities try to throw more light on what happened in the exams. We have these chief examiners come and sit with the teachers to show them the mistakes, the common mistakes that were done in the exam, and that's where we have earned the credit. Because feedback is very important. You come, talk to us, you tell us where we went wrong, and then the examiners clarify on why they canceled the exam or the what? Yes, because people complain, you canceled all our yes, what the students had written was right and you canceled them. So you canceled the right answers. But when the examiners really address the teachers to show them where they went wrong, they come out appreciating that if they had not come, they would have continued to do the wrong thing, thinking they are doing the right thing. So that is it. So we had Solidarity Games members. We are also part of this. It is our program that we coordinate with Uganda Muslim Education Association. And the details of those who won that year, 2024, are all on page 13. The overall winner in boys, overall winner football, girls and boys, the handbook, and so many other games that were played that year. The details are in here. We had the prefects workshop. Please send your prefects to come and we train them. We bring on board competent facilitators to orient our prefects before they start to do their job. We should not always give people offices and we don't tell them what to do. I know there's some orientation that is done at institutional level, but there's a lot that these people need to learn in terms of management, in terms of leadership. Managing young people is not easy. We need to equip our prefects with the skills to manage their fellow students. So these workshops are always there every second term of each year. And this year we are still having it during second term, inshallah, and the program is already there in the year planner, in the magazine. For those of you who have the magazine, it is already there in the year planner. We had the convention, which we talked about ably. We are giving out scholarships from Soma Foundation. I talked about it. Then annual dinners. I thank members for always turning up in big numbers for the dinner, because this is our time when we come to dine together, have a meal as Muslim teachers, as head teachers. We share experiences. So this is an event that is always there in December. So this year, we have it on 6th of December. So mark it on your calendar. 6th December, we have another annual dinner for this year. And the uniqueness of this year's dinner is that we are going to also have the groundbreaking ceremony of our mega project that the President has talked about. So it's going to be a double event. We had another program called Reading, Comprehension and Writing. In conjunction with UMEA, we realized that there is a problem in primary level where our learners have not yet learned how to read and write. When the assessment was done by the UMEA Supervision Committee or team, we found out that the problem begins with the teachers. You cannot have a better child, a better learner, if you don't have a better teacher. So we decided to work on the teachers. We had a 1-year pilot training for teachers of Karungu region. And this pilot began from Karungu because that's where the assessment was done. And the plans of rolling out to other regions is also there. So we hope to roll out this program to other regions because we believe what is in Karungu is also in other regions. And this program had so many funders, but want to mention, because it is always said that those who receive should acknowledge, though those who give don't want to say it. The Hajat Fauzia, the director of Tawhid Islamic Primary School, with her team of partners, were able to fund this program for the whole year, funding the facilitators, the meals, the transport of the trainers and the trainees. So it was really awesome from that side. Then we had the skilling camp where last year we unveiled another program for holiday makers. It started with girl child. We trained hands-on skills in bakery, art and craft. We had baristering, which involves juice making. we got a turn-up of 30 girls, and those who attended went back differently. They really appreciated the program. So come December, inshallah, because we have it in December holiday because it is the longest period we have. So we have another scheduled camp, skilling camp in December, during December holiday, third term holiday. So we shall come to your schools and market it with the girls. We need them in big numbers this time around. And we intend to have more sponsors to come on board and support this project. The Umta Circle has been talked about, the membership has been talked about, and I want to end the presentation of this report by informing you that Umta has entry points. We have to pay membership fee, and we are sorry if we have bothered you so much at registration, because this is a very key requirement to become a member. Payment of 10,000 membership fee. Then when you come in as a member, you continue to subscribe towards the association with 30,000. So this is information that members should know. Please fill those forms. We want to make our membership very vibrant. That's why we have hired a program officer in charge of membership only. She's going to be handling membership recruitment, engagement, and development. That's where even the circle issue will come in. So we want to see teachers benefiting from their association. We have proposal for the benefits that we want to give to the members as we come up with the new membership policy or strategy. In the strategy has so many strategies, but the key strategy that I want to inform here is to improve on membership benefits. Because this is a question that has come up most of the time. If I become a member, what do I benefit from the organization? The first number one benefit is you being a member, because being here and listen, connect, network with people who are here in this building, over 500 people in this building, is a benefit enough. Then on other benefits, we have other proposals. We want to start to look for scholarships for the teachers to upgrade. That is a task that we want to put on ourselves. We also want to try to engage into the concerns of the teachers. You are at school, you have challenges. Where do you address your challenges? Because some people, they have issues with the head teacher, and the head teacher is the overall in the school. So where does this teacher go if he has a concern, he or she has a concern? You have the office where you have to report your issues. They are sat with the committee, sit in the issues, they are resolved. So we need to have that grievance something committee with permission of the president to see that the teachers have where they address their issues concerning the schools. Our teachers have not been paid for over years. You find them complaining in corridors. They don't know where to address their issues. I have seen anonymous letters come in at office in Umea trying to lament about how they are mistreated in the institution, but people keep a deaf ear. So we need to revive this. We need to see how we enter into the issues of our teachers. The payrolls, the president knows the doors to knock and see that our teachers are put on the payrolls. Those are the concerns we need to know from the teachers, and that's why we are looking for this data. If we ask for data, we want to know what level of qualification are you? Are you on a payroll or you are not on a payroll? Are you a deputy? Such that we can start to mentor you to become a head teacher. We don't want to see teachers retire when they have not even tested the higher ladder. We have seen deputies, very potential head teachers, but they have retired at the level of deputy head teachers. So in the process of, because Umea is working on a plan, a succession plan, and I hope all those programs are going to be embedded into that succession plan, inshallah. So please register your membership. and advise us on what you want us to do for you. We may not be knowing what you want. So if we know, we can sit and lay strategies, inshallah. I beg to stop here, Mr. President. Thank you.
Yes, the presenter is as tired as the listeners. But it was important that we get through all the reports. Every bit she has been mentioning is very important. Now, the Imam has been here trying to consult from the Shura, and we advise that we have adhan a little later. Batugambye ejjuma bamugisaalidde wamu mu kifo ekituufu eggwako ssaawa 9. Ne tubagamba naye tujja kutuusa 9 ku 7 ekitundu waakiri baaziine tusobole okugenda. Now we have 30 minutes here, and after that adhan. So when adhan goes at the Gombe main mosque, eri ebweru ebyo tebitukwatako, fe tuli eno eyaffe tujja giwulira era tujja bagamba nti kati baaziina. We want now to handle speedily. We want to handle the minutes and the report. We shall start with the minutes. Start from where you feel, as long as you are discussing the minutes. She told me to mention something about the primary teachers sponsored forced education for degree for what? For acquiring degrees. Yes, members, the teachers, it's very important because they are our backbone. Sebo omukuru wa Mayor, we are moving around the world trying to solicit for sponsorship to take our Muslim teachers for upgrading. Some of these areas where we go have been positive. The only problem is when you are presenting a project, they tell you to make a feasibility study. And they are very much interested in knowing the numbers that we want to take for the studies. That's why she was laboring much to talk about the data and the numbers. If we present a small number, that's where we are at crossroads. They will give us very little money. And when we start, as we are going to start on time, others shall be left out, and they will say, we are so selective, nepotism, sijuyani. Kubera bwogenda okunoonya ali mu primary, nsooka mwannyinaze. Kuba gwe mmanyi. So we are trying to avoid that scenario. Please, we do request that when they are looking for data, positively give the data. It's for your own benefit. More so our teachers in primary. Naye nze sigenda mu bintu byakuzanyazanya Sebo Secretary General. Twakkaanya nti katunoonye ssente tukolaganye ne universities kati so far aba IOIU they have accepted to partner with us and the sponsors on subsidized charges. But I cannot go that long and that far to look for money and look for sponsors and look for universities, and then you sit in your sijui Nakulamudde primary school, Kwezi, we shall forcefully take you back to school. Era nagambye mwami Zimbe, abasomesa primary nga bwo bakuŋŋaanye mbagambe. Because when we presented this case, they told us, munatuwa n'ensimbi ze tuleke ewaka, abaana tubalekere. Ebintu temubibuuza tebirina makulu. Ffe katunoonye akuweerera mu ssomero. Otuukeyo bakuliise. Ebyeka bw'ona obitubuuza tulisinkane wa Allah. Gavumenti egenda bagobaganya, bano abasajja tebajja wano kuzannya. Quote me. No amawulire I'm quoting, I don't mind. When they mention something, they may postpone it, they may look at it as if they are not concerned, but once they have mentioned the policy, they will at one time put it to reality. Therefore, I'm now helping government. If you want to report me that I also helped them. I'm mobilizing. Therefore, before they force you out of these schools for us to lose our institutions to be manned by Christians, let's force you to get the required documents. to be in these schools. Kati ba head teacher gwe tofaayo tuwa amanya. Some head teachers are a little reluctant in giving the names. Kubaga bana batwala kati nzani anansomeseza. Naye gwe wagenda n'ofuna diploma, n'oddayo n'ofuna ne degree. Kati you are fit to be in that primary school, head it and even teach there. You are now sitting on the teachers enensi bagamba yo. Tujja batwala, we shall be in touch and we shall work together with the schools. Tujja naffe tugambe nti abasajja bano n'abakyala abasiraamu wano mu ssomero ly'Ekwezi mulimu 6. Ate aba district MPG, that's why the cow is here. I don't know. Mr. Cow, we shall come and work with you. We are looking for money to train the manpower in Uganda primary education. I think we are so patriotic. Kali bwe tujja gy'oli ne tugamba nti bano balekeeko ku musaala. Emyezi si mingi. Naye tuleseewo abasomesa bagambye bajja kuyamba bannaabwe nga nabana abasatu bwe bakomawo. At least by the time the mandatory say nti bate kuba balina degree, tujja kuba program tugimazise, tujja kuba bampisa tugenda kuyoola buyoozi. That's why we want to get data. Tumanye nti kati ebutambala tutwalayo 6, Kafumu primary 3, Gombe Umeya 2, ate Gombe Umeya abadde bulungi balina diploma kati bayagala kutandikira ku certificate kati yo katusooke tugibuuke. You know, we want to work with you and school management committees. Naye bano tujja batwala okusoma nga kuwampaka kasita ssente zirabika. Mujja kusoma. Kati eribo mitandika okufuna omusaala n'okubeera nti muyina security mu masomero eyo temunfangako. Naye wano I don't mind. Ekyo kisebo nkigambe. She said I cannot present it to them kuba mwe bakamaabe. She's Idi Umta ate mwe bakamaabe abatya tabagaye ninze bagambye. Now so we thank IUIU bakkiriza okutusalira ku bisale basobole okusomesa abaana abasomesa baffe. Scholarships are there. Hayi mukama. Okufuna scholarship okumaintaininga omusomesa wa science omu bwekiti okumala emyaka 3 nga bamuplacinze ne school practice ne bamusponsoringa sente nyingi. Scholarships twazifunye abayizi baatubuze. Ezitalemerawo zaali z'abadokita. Ez'abadokita bwe twazifuna ezo ne ziggwawo ne bagana okugenda mu private universities ate bali gye twali taziteeka. Naye zino abayizi bannange nze nabagamba bwe mba njogera ku musomesa abalala tebaagala boogerako kubanga bawulira ensonyi. When I'm referring to a successful teacher, I always refer to myself. Guno omulimu gw'obusomesa si mubi nga bwe bagamba. Bwe guba mubi mulifalinge ku nze. Abaana gwe kati osomesa ate abaana obongerayo obwongezi. Oluva mu kiraasi n'olayira. Twala obusomesa mu bantu bange ne bwali bamuzzukulu ndi mugamba. Bwe buli obusomesa obwali obuzibu. Naye kaakati bulimu at least bulimu kasupusupu. Kyobala nga naffe bulimu tubweyagaliramu. Ekyokubiri ne bwe tunaafuna ba doctors bangi, ba engineers bayitirivu. We need to strengthen our education. If you want to see the good civilization of any institution, any country, any society, you first look at the standard of its education system. But not tulina basomesa basomye tugenda kusigala, but tulina basomesa bagenda kusomesa baana, especially at primary level. We shall not have a good quality Muslim Ummah in this country. Lastly on that issue, njogezako eddakiika ennamba n'okusoba kubanga abantu ebirimu okukaka tebabyagala. Last on that issue, it was a very bad experience. Some of you are still young, but to some of us who are aged now, Haji Severi, who else is aged here? Yajange, Muzeyi, n'abalala. I will not mention Mr. Zimbajaga, njagala mu retiringa. N'abalala. During our primary days, we used to have Christian head teachers manning our schools. Head teacher, Mwami Yakobo. Deputy, Madam Stella. Senior lady, Madam Josephine. Kakati, ng'abantu bano balina okumaninga amasomero gaffe, because at the districts then, Mr. Kao, they used to tell us that you don't have qualified manpower to head your schools. Kati wabadde wazzeewo akalembereza. Era nga batandikawo essomero nga ly'abasiraamu Muslim founded, before they look at any other qualification, they say, is he a Muslim to man it? Kati abasomesa ba primary mwagala kutuzzaayo. Ate government yatulyamu olukwe. Yasooka kutta basomesa basiraamu n'abanafuya. Basookera mu diploma courses ne batujjako institutions ne bajjawo Islamics omusomesa nakinaki. Temubijjukira? Ne baggalawo NTC zaffe ezaalimu mu NTC ne bajjamu diploma courses. And you know the basic certificate for teaching in secondary education is not a degree. And even if you get your bachelor's degree, you must add a diploma in education, not so. That's why the degrees you get as teachers are BA with, and that education they put on is a diploma in education. It's a basic certificate. Name when this is now they want to recycle, starting with the backbone, which is primary, saying that every head and deputy must be having a degree. Then we shall shy away ourselves before the cow, the cow to say, Kati mukama wange gunsinze, nabadde nkayana, naye tuwaaliwo nga bwe twetereza. Tuligenda okwetereza. Astaghfirullah. So that is the importance about that. I would like also to appreciate, because we are running short of time, I would like to appreciate those historical schools. Abatuwadde ssente mu Umeya, mu Umta for a long time. I want to appreciate them. Kati ebintu bigenda birongoka ED. Abantu bagenda ba John Board. But previously we had the 6 schools, around 7 Ajirule. Gombe, Nabisunsa, Chivuli, Masakeses, Kawempe, Bureau Parents, kale n'amalala nga gaago naye kati amasomero gazze mangi. We thank you. And 2 primary schools, Chibuli demonstration and Seta Umeya. Kakati mwenna abali wano mugende mutuyambe. You have had the programs, primary teachers. The money we are soliciting is not to help these people in secondary level. But tubazimbira TRC nga ayina mwe kwemuli. Kati sente zitunoonya zaakulaba abantu basustaininga mu universities mufune degree. Bwe muddayo nga mubuuza edi teacher, gwe munnange mu bintu bya Umeya, owaayo kantu. Obuuza mubuuze ng'asaaga. Kubanga naffe bagenda tuyamba. That I think is a good statement. So, waliwo kati n'agazze. I therefore air out and voice out the patron's message last week. Yatuyisa amasomero ago nga Zula you were there, kanjogere kugweka n'abalala babaddeyo. Okay, ne host head teacher. N'atwebaza, n'abeebaza. Omwami aliira kubabeera emabega. N'abeebaza ng'ayita mu ffe, n'atuwa n'ebintu bingi era n'abawa ng'ayita mu ffe, manye ebimu tebiyinza kutuuka emmere tetuusika, naye yabeebazizza nnyo nnyini ddala olw'okuyimirizaawo education system y'abasiraamu wakati mu buzibu. So I thank you and I call upon whoever is a head teacher here to continue subscribing for the good cause. Thank you. Now we go with the agenda.
Thank you, President. Yes, thank you so much for giving our President a round of applause. We continue with our agenda. Next on agenda, we have the Treasurer's report. And Hajat Zulaika Chibidige, our Treasurer, is going to present this report.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. And allow me to observe protocol as it was alluded to in the interest of time. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are on page 32, those who have this book, but those who don't have it, I'll be brief, specific, and to the point. It is my honor, with due respect to the host head teacher, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to this annual General Assembly, which is the 33rd of Uganda Muslim Teachers Association. We are delighted to convene here at Gombe Secondary School, that is the Greater MPG region. On behalf, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for attending in such great numbers. Let us clap for ourselves for this milestone. It is really touching, each and every one of you, alhamdulillah. Your presence today is a testimony to the unity, resilience, and a shared purpose that defines our association's financial performance for 2024. Dear members, I'm pleased as the treasurer to report that the association registered a 14% growth in financial resources in 2024 compared to the previous year of 2023. Let us clap for ourselves. This positive trajectory was largely driven by our flagship initiative, and that is the mock examinations project. This is our biggest project that brings in something for us to steer the association. This is a vital pillar of support, both financially and educationally, because it steers and also for educative purposes. Alhamdulillah for your participation and contribution. Our sincere appreciation to all the schools that participated in this program. Your involvement has been central to our success and remains a key driver of our collective growth. My appeal to all those schools that have not yet joined the endeavor, you are warmly welcome, because we have said it is so educational for our schools. Please come aboard. The benefits are tangible and far-reaching. Our partners, we are so grateful, and these have continued to support the mission throughout 2024. Permit me hurriedly to mention them. Our parents, Uganda Muslim Education Association, we are so grateful. Islamic University in Uganda, the Soma Foundation, which they have elaboratively talked about, Uganda Muslim Youth Association, Bweyogere Branch, Kampala University, Ministry of Education and Sports, and some vocational experts. The timely contributions by you, the member schools for 2024, again, our deep appreciation to the following schools. Mr. President, permit me, though we are short of time, at least to make mention hurriedly of these schools that have consistently paid their timely contributions throughout 2024. Much as the list remains limited, these contributions are crucial. So I encourage you schools to continue sustaining and committing yourselves. These are the schools: Bulo Parents, Bweyogere Secondary School, Gombe Secondary School, our host, thank you so much, Kabukunge Muslim Secondary School, Kabuche Secondary School, Kampala High School, the mighty Kawempe Muslim Secondary School, Chibuli Demonstration School, Chibuli Koa Primary Teachers College, Chibuli Secondary School, Lubugumu Jamia High School, Lukman Primary School, Lueru Senior Secondary School, Masaka Secondary School, Mende Kalema Memorial Secondary School, Nabisunsa Girls School, Namagabi Secondary School, Nakaloke Secondary School, Namwezi Senior Secondary School, Natete Muslim High School, Seke Secondary School, Wakatai Secondary School, Tamu Muslim High School. There are 2 primary schools, Lukman Primary School and Tawheed Islamic Primary School. Alhamdulillah for your timely contributions, even Chibuli Demonstration School. And as I said earlier, these are the schools, but not limited to all. I hope by the end of this AGM, we shall have many schools aboard. We urge, then I'm about to conclude, we also appreciate the host schools for Umta activities 2024. These have continued to graciously host various programs of Umta, and your generosity and commitment have enabled the smooth operations and meaningful engagement across the board. Again, hurriedly, Bilal Islamic Institute, this was in kind, the contribution, Gombe Secondary School for hosting Butambala Primary Head Teachers Meeting, Islamic University in Uganda for printing the joint mocks, Kakungube Secondary School for Umta, the 32nd AGM, Kakungulu Memorial School, the first Umta Skilling Camp, Kampala High School in kind, Kanoni Umeya Primary School, Gomba, for Primary Head Teachers Meeting, Kawempe Muslim Secondary School for Q1 Board Meeting, Chibuli Koa Teachers College, Prefects Leadership Training Workshop, thank you, Chibuli Muslim Nursery School for distribution of mock exams, Chibuli Secondary School, joint mock marking and Q2 board meeting, Chinawa High School, Kawempe, Q4 board meeting, Kololo High School for the many teachers workshops, Lukaya Muslim Primary School, primary reading, writing and comprehension workshops, Lutengo Secondary School, this was in kind, Mariam High School for Umta Iftar Dinner with Centenary Bank, Masaka Secondary School for reading, writing, and comprehension planning meetings, Takuba Primary School, this was in kind, Tawheed Islamic Nursery and Primary School for all the Teacher Resource Center Committee meetings and reading, writing, and comprehension planning meetings. As we close the chapter of 2024 and looking ahead, our insights on 2025, dear colleagues, I humbly appeal for your continued support, active participation, and financial commitment to the association initiatives. Let us continue building on this momentum with more unity, more implementation, and more impact. To those schools, because I read these ones in a bid to encourage more schools to come on board, let us renew our engagement, and we warmly welcome you to be part of this growing movement. Let 2025, this one which we have started, be the year that we move forward together as our motto, Umta, many minds, one heartbeat. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to continue blessing our work, to continue guiding our efforts, and reward our unity. Thank you so much for the continued support. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Hajati. As Minister, she's for finance, and that has been the operational statement. Now we go briefly through the financial statement, which is very technical. The auditor's opinion and the statement, briefly.
Yes. Allow me to present to you the Uganda Muslim Teachers Association Statement of Income and Expenditure for the year ended 31st December 2024. I'm going to take you through the balance sheet. I would like to inform you that under the income, the organization was able to collect 1,054,505,500 as our gross collections. This one deserves a big round of applause. I remember in Mitiana, I promised, because last year, 2023, we had collected 924,646,170. And I promised the General Assembly that inshallah come 2024, we shall hit 1 billion, and we have been able to make it. Under our expenditure, and members, maybe briefly, we are able to get this money from the projects that we have, the programs, and maybe donations, of which we have limited sources under that part. Then under expenditure, members, we spent 827,293,649. That was under expenditure, and remained with a surplus of 227,221,851, as compared to 2023, where we had a surplus of 105,335,138. So mathematicians, you can make computations and know the increments, the amount of increments that we have been able to hit for the year 2024. And I thank all of you for making this a success, because we get all these revenues from the institutions. We don't have donor funding elsewhere. I thank you so much for this. I want to assure you that we have this money. By close of this year, we had this money on our account. And we keep proper books of your accounts. That's why we come here to make accountability. We have auditors who audit the financials of the organization. These are RKA company. And when they carried out their comprehensive audit for this year, they made an opinion, which I'm going to read to you as follows. In our opinion, the financial statements presented fairly in all material respects. The financial position of the company as at December 31st, 2024, and its financial performance and its cash flows for the year then ended is accordance with the International Financial Reporting Standards for small and medium-sized entities and the requirements of the Companies Act 2012 as amended 2022. That was the auditor's opinion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Edie. Yeah. Now, one collection. Milioni bibiri n'okusoba si surplus. Abayora ebajja kukeera bajja okutujjako ssente zaffe. Ezo za project It's money reserved for projects. Mulabye tulina project eyagala billions and billions of money. Teacher Resource Center ate nga tulina ogizimba. Wallahi tujja gitandika Allah nga atuwadde obulamu. Mangu nnyo mugenda giraba wano. It's magnificent. Kaakati sente ezo ze mwatuwa okuraninga association yammwe mwe tuzze tusannyalaza ebimu ku bizinga okuba ebyetaaga ennyo ne tusigazaawo ku sente ze tuyita reserved for the project. N'olwekyo URA egigambe ani ali wano kawo URA eba gigambe ffe tetulina nsimbi za surplus tutwala mu project. I would like to thank you members before I thank the custodians. Thank you for contributing. I wish to thank you for proper management. Madam Treasurer, thumbs up for you. Oh no? Kazi kali akalaba kola bata, thumbs up for you. Akalaba kola bata. Bayina bakakola okay. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale ddala. May we please clap for them. Takbir. Takbir. Kakati mwongere rupia tukole projects. What's next on agenda? We want to go further. Now, because we are moving out, you had something? Waliwo akakusiiwa? Ku ya finance? Ku byaki? Bakuwa omuzindalo. Naye yangu ya maama. Wa alaikum salaam. Muwa omuzindalo weyalazeewo omusajja waffe. Ow'ekitiibwa.
Thank you so much. I'm here as an individual. I was just told about this program from my sister.
Which program?
This one, the Umta.
Umta.
Yeah. We were talking about the regions. I don't know where Chiboga falls under the regions because we have 4 regions. But for me, I'm in Chiboga district. I work there. I'm in a Muslim school. But we don't know these programs. They are not there. I don't know how. Where is Chiboga falling under the regions?
Owe Kakungu baliwa.
It is Central Uganda, we are not there.
We shall sort it out. In the afternoon, we shall place you well. I don't want to give
Thank you
an
so
answer
much.
which is not dependable. We shall, after Juma, we shall place you. Any other? Now I beg, there is the other sheikh from Mbale, my friend. Sheikh Magombe. Kasim.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Your Excellency, I don't want to tell you that I'm overwhelmed, but I'm saying there is need for us to give credit where it is due. Your Excellency, thank you so much for leading us well. I congratulate you.
Idi was disturbing. Give back the mic. Idi was disturbing.
Your Excellency, I don't want to see that I'm emotional, but there is need to give credit where it is due. And Your Excellency, thank you so much for leading us well.
Thank you very much, Sheikh Magombe. Now, there is an achievement or a new development she had not mentioned. She was whispering to me here. We have a Constitution Review Commission in place. This association was established about 38 years ago. The Constitution had not been reviewed. So we don't know what is to be done where and where by the mandate of the Constitution. That's why a retired teacher is the president. Maybe he was to cease being a president if the Constitution was dictating like that. So there is a Constitution Review Commission. We want basically to get your views through the regional coordinators. We want to get the views, the ideas. I don't know whether you have seen the constitution of Umta. Regions, where are the regional chairpersons? Regional chairpersons, where are the regional chairpersons in attendance? Now I'm going to, now I'm going to do it Idi Amin's style. By decree, because the constitution is not guiding, make sure that all district chairpersons get copies of the old constitution so that they help you to study the constitution and give you the views that you are going to present. Okay? Please. Ebintu ebisinga tubikwateko membership oli agamba ate nkoma wa nkola ki n'ebifaanana bwe bityo. There is that constitution. Then we want to receive because they are, okay? Please. Ebintu ebisinga tubikwateko membership oli agamba ate nkoma wa nkola ki n'ebifaanana bwe bityo. There is that constitution. Then we want to receive because they have come with them and we shall go through them at a later stage. But mandatorily we have to receive them through this General Assembly. We want to receive reports from the regions. We have received the report from Mitiana, Busoga region, Kalungu Masaka, Greater Mpigi, and West Nile. We have those reports here. The details shall be for a later stage because now we are going through this time. We want you to propose that we receive the reports for discussion at a later stage because we shall not be able to discuss them right now. Yes, Sekamagombe. And a secondment, Sheikh Magombe is proposing that we receive the reports. Yes, sir. Sheikh Magombe, you are from which school? Okay. I'm defeated. Yes, sir. Give him. Sheikh is a sheikh for 3 secondary schools.
My name is Tamsuza Moses from Reru Secondary School, Uyukwe. I second the proposal made by Sheikh Magombe.
Okay. Sheikh Werwe Omlala. This end, gender balancing for purposes of record. Yes, your name and school. Sala Nachiboneka Chibotayu Mayor Primary School. Seconding the. So we have received the reports. We shall give them to you in the due course, and then we shall discuss them at a later stage. Thank you. What is next on the agenda? No. We had to fill the vacancies for the regions. Ezitannaba kubeera n'abakulu naye ab'Emityana bajja kusanga obuzibu okufiiringa vacancy y'e Bukedi. Later in the afternoon, we shall allow these regions to converge in corners. Bo bamanyi ababakolera obulungi batuwa abakulembeze baabwe. By the end of that business today, tujja kuba tumaze okufuna abakulembeze abo, inshallah. So tetugenda kugamba we Masaka kati nze ab'e Bukedi mbamanyiddewa. Okay? That is that. What is next on our agenda? Tumumaze. One. Okay. She's now bringing in a legal bindings. Members of this August Assembly, we are seeking for your mandate to have a Constitutional Review Commission if you feel it is necessary. To review, seeking mandate to review the Constitution. Seka Magombe katika jana tikakumba. Sheikh Ajat Kakumba is presenting that mandate be granted. Any secondment? Okay. we are getting the mandate to review the Constitution and the Commission, okay? Take it rightly. Abantu bano bakulu nnyo baba presenting a registrar of documents. Yes, your name? Makaza Inabu School? Mbogo High School? Another secondment, document ya mwenkulu bagenda gi presenting a registrar of companies and associations. We want to have it. Yes, I've already had you on record. Twagala balaba abantu abenjawulo nga be bali mu kintu. Yes. Mbale High School, Tomehane. Namutome from Mbale High School. The final one is you. Yes, madam, my daughter. Oliwe nabisunsa era nkulabye nga muli ba nabisunsa waliyo abantu bange muli mu lusunsas. Okay, we are done with that. Check. Take on. We are moving in for the last part of this one. May I request Sheikh Magombe to give us, before that.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, we are going for Juma. It was supposed to be at 1:30. Thereafter, we are going to go for our lunch in our respective places where we went in the morning for breakfast. Now, we have 3 serving centers in the DH. Once you head to the DH, there is a center close to the canteen. It's going to be for the women. Then the center on the left will be for the men. Then there is a serving center which is inside the DH at the back. That is going to be for the deputy head teachers and the head teachers. Then the tent which is right in front of the head teacher's house is meant for the executives of Umta and board of governors of Umta. And lastly, the chief guest at his entrance will go and have lunch from the head teacher's office. So with those remarks, before that, actually, our sponsors are also waiting for you after Juma, and you have some free time as we are coming back. Check on those desks. Then lunch is ready. Whoever is not going to pray, you can go and serve. Thank you so much.
Munzikirize bannaye mu ngeri ey'enjawulo. Buli mukulu w'essomero ate abaddewo luli. Sooka osituke tukulengereko katono. Tutandika n'aba primary. Kale. Gw'oli waawa? Buziga Islamic, Kampala. Yes, madam. Mpigi Umeya, Muwankata. Chibuli Demonstration School, Kampala. You are welcome. Sheikh. Butambala Islamic Center, you are welcome. Sebo lili Kikunyu. Chibibi. Belali, thank you. Mpanga Umeya, you are welcome. Chibanga Umeya, Walima Okota, you are welcome, sir. You are most welcome. Thank you. You are welcome. Abasecondary betayogedde ko twagala kwazina. Abasecondary, the vice chairperson from Nakaloke in Imbale. This one, my tata from Wakatai, Haji Kabuya Abubakar. Bagala from Natete Muslim High School. Muchibi Ahmed Haji from Masaka Secondary School. Waliyo mulala? Hajati. Midfield. 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 Yes, madam. You are welcome, madam. You are welcome, Nyabo. Ndoza baweddeyo. Neno waliwo abazoluvanyuma. Haji Mukasa from Buro Parents, member of the board. Waliwo mulala yazoluvanyuma. Haji Tamale Weseke mulabyeko wano. Haji Tamale Seke Ajja mali tuwongere ku ssente. Owulidde taata? Now we are closing. Bano abaatuwadde ssente anti tujja wano mu session yaabwe nga tumaze lanki abojja bayogererako awo. Waliwo wano ba board members ba Gombe SS ba host webale kuba tuyitira nabeerawo ssente balabe gye ziraga. Hajiruko mwane banno musitukeeko. These are board members Gombe Secondary School. Basebo n'ennyabo tweyanziza. Ne ba board members abalala abaliwo wano naye bano ab'Egombe mbajjeeyo nnyo kubanga be batukoledde ku nsonga eno. Wow. Where's Sheikh Magombe? I thank you for attending this General Assembly. I thank you, this annual General Assembly. Thank you for the patience. Thank you for the contributions. We shall take note of all the ideas that you have given to us. Please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وما كان المؤمنون لينفروا كافة فلولا نفر من كل فرقة منهم طائفة ليتفقهوا في الدين ولينذروا قومهم إذا رجعوا إليهم لعلهم يحذرون. Quran chapter 9 verse 122. Allah categorically guides us that let there be a team. There shouldn't be everybody to move out of their homes, out of the communities, all of them to go for fighting, to go to the battlefield. But the guidance which is the best, let us have a team to go to the battlefield. Let us have a team to go and study the technologies. Be knowledgeable in different fields. Let them specialize in different fields. In the Muslim community, let them be everywhere in the world, such that there is, in every segment, there are representatives. After that, let them come back to the communities, guide and warn those ones whom they have left behind. That is the best arrangement. We would like to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us as the best icon in the education system of the Muslims in this country and the whole world. وَجَزَاكُمُ اللَّهُ خَيْرٌ وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَيْكُمْ وَرَحْمَةُ اللَّهِ وَبَرَكَاتُهُ.
The adhan has already been called, so let's go to the mosque.